All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't forget, for 2025, we're trying to hit 10,000 subs. Everybody, please sub. So you can come to the channel and watch nice unboxings, all kind of goodies. We do boats, crawling, racing, backflipping, just anything has to do with RC fun, man. Please get subscribed. For 2025, we are on the road to 10K subscribers. Also become a member on my channel. I drop early content for the members, and I also do video exclusives just for the channel members. So please become a part of the Gap family. I appreciate y'all. 10,000, we on the way. Let's get it.
You crazy.
YouTube, let's get it. Back with another video, YouTube. It's your boy Big Gap. And today we will be overhauling a V3 Arrma Typhon, the blue one. This one right here. V3. Don't even have a sliding motor mount on it, I don't think. Nope, doesn't even have a sliding motor mount on it. We're gonna make this old thing into something new that rips. So going through what we're gonna put in it, we got a 1520, 1650 kV motor. We got a Mama Monster 8S ESC. We got a new Savox high voltage 7.4 volt servo. We got AVC, baby. We got a Spectrum. I think this is the SR6200A receiver. We got IC5 smart plugs. We got a brand new body right here that we're gonna paint up for it. And that will complete the overhaul. So I'm gonna show y'all this Typhon right quick, and then we're gonna start the process. The first thing I gotta do is get this thing clean. It's not really dirty, but it's dusty because it's been sitting for a long time. So it's pretty dusty. But y'all check out the inside. It has the old school BLX with the 180 amp ESC. So yes sir. So she's pretty dusty in there. We're gonna get her cleaned up, get all this stuff taken out, get it replaced. Hold tight, I'll be back with you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got her all stripped down and clean to the T. You can see that she looks like brand new. Let me get you up a little bit. There we go. She looks like brand new, baby. Nice and clean and oiled up. She's ready to go. Yep, first step, we'll be doing the servo. Savox servo going in. I think the spline on this servo, I mean on the old school Arrma servos, the splines is something different than what this servo probably is, a 25 tooth. So I'm going to have to go through the RC junk drawer and find a 25 tooth servo horn. So let's get to that part. Let's get it. I'm gonna cut the video off. I'm not gonna show it on video. Let's get that in and we'll come back. So hold tight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was a struggle using this old motor mount, man. I struggled to get the old pinion off of here. I forgot that Arrma, back in these days, they use crazy Loctite on everything. So what happened was I stripped screws from the bottom. The two motor mount screws from the bottom right here, I stripped them, and my Dremel bits are out. Let me get the camera up a little bit for you. Right here, these two screws right here. My Dremel bits are done. So I was like, you know, instead of me slitting that chassis and waiting on to do that, let me just go ahead and do it from the top. I did it from the top, boy, but it was a headache. It's in there now, but man, you talking about a headache trying to screw those screws in right here. If I'd had my ESC plate, there is no way possible that I could have got that done, but we fought through it. As you can see, you got your 1520 1650 kV motor in there, and that's your Savox servo in there. The splines are correct. So this is it's a 25 tooth. So yeah, it's a 25 tooth. So we're going next. Let me show you I cleaned off my ESC mount. It's nice and clean. And my battery box is nice and clean. So we'll put the battery box in last. We'll go ahead and get the ESC mounted in here. How we're gonna get it mounted. We're gonna I got the Proline tires. I forgot to show y'all those. I got the Proline can't think of that. I think they Badlands for the buggy size tires. So I'm gonna get those on here as well. So next I'm gonna work on getting this ESC mount mounted and get my ESC double side tape down on there nice and sturdy so we can make everything work. So y'all hold tight, I'll be back with you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she is about 90% finished. My sensor wire, the way I have my ESC sitting right there, my sensor wire is not long enough to go from the ESC all the way back to the motor mount, to the back of the motor. So I had to order another sensor cable, but I am gonna finish this video before the sensor cable comes in because it's not supposed to come in. Today is Friday, and it's not supposed to come into the following Friday. So I'm gonna try to see if one of my guys got one, and they just give it to me. And when I get my new one, I'll give them the new one. But we need the sensor wire. I got the Pro lines on there. They're looking good. Badlands. They're Badlands MX. Yeah, Badlands MX. Proline Badlands on there. So we got those on there looking good. Motor ESC in. Now I'm about to go start working on the body. Once I get the body painted, get that sensor wire. Well, once I get the body painted, we'll be done with this video. Like I said, I'll just wait on the sensor wire before I actually get to run it. I did want to run it on this video, show y'all, let it go up and down the street a few times, but just didn't work out like that this time. But it's okay. We'll get it and get it all hooked up and ready to go. So y'all hold tight. Let me start working on this body. Once I get this body painted, we'll be back and we'll end this video out. So y'all hold tight for a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she came out gorgeous. I still haven't been able to bind her yet because I need the extension for the sensor wire. So servo is not hooked up. I haven't bound it to my IXSR yet. But she's all in there. She's nice and neat. Like I said, the sensor wire wasn't long enough to make it, so I got to get the other extension wire, which one of my brothers, my brother Dino, he got one for me, so I'm gonna get around to him as soon as I possibly can to get it, so I can finish it out. But everything is in there. Save-lock servos up there, looking good. Got my wires all nice and tidy. I took off that bumper and I added the bash bar. I forgot I had one of these sitting around. The old school, the RC Speed Monsters bash bar. Got my Pro lines on there. My gear mesh is great. It was a little bit rough dealing with that old motor mount. It was tough for me to get that because it doesn't have the slidable little motor mount plate thing. You have to actually screw it into the actual motor mount and adjust it. So it was a little tough, a little challenging, but fun at the same time. So I really enjoyed it. I got some flakes, some like greenish blue. This really was flip-flop paint, but I think I put too much flip-flop on it, so it doesn't really flip a lot. But as you can see, it's like a greenish blue. It's supposed to have been flipping green, blue, and gray, but you really don't see much gray in it. But the green and blue, I think I put too much on there. But at least I didn't have a lot of flaws in my paint this time. I left the windows clear because I masked them off and taped it pretty good. Yeah, man, but she looks so good now. I really don't even really want to get her beat up. But it's pointless to have RC cars sitting around. One or two Chef Queens. I already got 2 Chef Queens, so I can't have 3. So I'm definitely gonna run this car. I wanted to run it on this video, but like I said, with the sensor wire, there was no need for me to even bind it or anything like that. But there she goes, man. I think this is a V3 type. It's either a V3 or a V2 Typhon. So y'all get in the comments, man, and let me know. It was the one that came with the blue body. I think it might have been the second one. I think this might have been the V. It might have been the V3. It might be in the V3. But there she goes in a nutshell, man. She's done. She's 8S ready. Probably would never run it on 8S, even though I did get a new 8S brick, 4,000 milliamp brick that does fit in there. Makes the body lean up a little bit to the side, but it does fit. But I'm probably just gonna run this in like my big rock and my fire team and stuff like that. So I'll probably just be running this one on 7, 6, and 7S. But there she goes, y'all. I appreciate y'all sticking around watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you like. YouTube in a minute.